Welcome back, everybody. We are back to go with more Group B. We've got actually the very bottom of the groups. It is Effect versus Invictus Gaming, so one of these teams will finally get a win, as they are currently both 0-3. Blitz.
Yeah, I was just looking at the camera, and we look like a failed architecture collective or something. Like, we look stupid. We did not coordinate this very well.
Yeah, you wore this yesterday, did you not?
No, it's a different shirt.
It's a different black shirt.
It's just so damn. We messed up. All right, guys, we're on the what is this like? Are we the B stream?
Yeah, we're the B stream.
Nice.
So you guys are gonna get the real talk. This is the Cat Blitz draft. We did this at all the TIs.
Yeah, I actually hate panels, but this is my jam.
Yeah,
this is where we're gonna.
Blitz loves the casual. I'm gonna
trying
to get comfy here.
Panels make me nervous.
Yeah.
We're just gonna mess around here, guys. We'll talk like actual Dota. That's what we'll do. Okay. So they open up with Tusk. Okay. So now that we can talk actual Dota and not like before Samim or whatever, I'm just gonna give away like everything I know about Dota.
Yeah. If you want some real informational content,
I'm just gonna tell you guys stuff that you might not know. And that's all we're going to talk about. I will teach you as much advanced Dota as we know. All right, so Tusk versus Earth Spirit. It's like we had this discussion on the panel. The reason why like this works out, if you're an Earth Spirit nowadays, if you roll, you're almost directly going into the tower. So it's not as good of a hero as it used to be. Because before, you could dual lane mid and get kills. It's the same reason why Ogre's garbage now. Because before in the past, like Ogre...
You don't have the room to punish.
Exactly. Like before in the past, it's like if you're an Ogre... You could walk onto the Radiant high ground mid and just hit the person repeatedly. And they couldn't do anything about it. There's no trade to be made. But nowadays, it's like any range hero mid does fine. Like, it doesn't matter at all. Like, you don't care about these things. And so that part is like a little bit different. And that's why Tusk is so good, because he has kill potential now at all times. Like, if you're mid, you have to have kill potential nowadays, it feels like.
So you like Tusk as an opener? Just like as a comfortable, like one of the better 4 positions, probably.
Yeah,
it's like one of the best ganker heroes right now, right?
And that's also why ET, if you think about it too, like aside from the team fight aspect, like ET works very well because you can commit from range without having to like just immediately walk into a tower. Like that's why those two heroes work out well. So when you're doing like the dual lane against dual lane thing, it's quite nice.
The way I would describe it is the Tusk is much better at ganking into that mid lane, whereas Elder Titan is much better at securing a side lane.
Yeah.
Right, where he just punches people.
Yeah.
Nobody can really trade out with
I messed up like really bad recently when I played with an ET on my team once. It's like I wasn't ready to fight. I was ABBA and I went boots first instead of going like stout shield. And I also blocked one of the large caps.
No, don't block the large cap.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Your Elder Titan needs that to get spirit damage off of. He likes to stack it up for you as well.
Yeah, and I realized like my folly in this. Because some stuff you don't know until like you play, but man, both these teams are 0-3, right? We were just talking about that. IG and Effect. Thought Rezo was gonna be able to like work magic or something. This is like
Effect is not Empire apparently.
Effect is not Empire. Effect had Roger, and it had FN. And
also, okay, let's be brutally honest though.
What's up?
Resolution did not work out with OG either, right? And that's a very talented roster. Whatever problems that they may have, it's a talented roster. So could it be that Resolution's style of carrying just isn't as good anymore?
I think it's okay. Like, if I'm brutally honest, because it's my friend, it's okay, but he's like a really specific player you have to play around, if that makes sense. Like, we knew that on DC as well. Like, this guy, you have to really work around. Like, he has to be your star player.
Okay.
He's not going to split farm. You got to give him as much space as possible. And he has to be, and like, he has to have like certain conditions met, if that makes sense, for him to be good. He's not like some Matama man that is going to be this like flex god or anything. That's like the difference. Because I think Rezo is a very good player, but there is a difference in like their flexibility. And I think he'd be loath to admit that. But, you know, I saw it with my own eyes on that DC team. Like, very good player, just different. Like you have to make them work in a different way.
Invictus
And meanwhile, this
Gaming's
IG
turn
team,
to pick.
these guys like, man, I don't know if I can say it on the mainstream, but these guys do not look good.
These guys, I mean, they shouldn't be here, right?
Yeah.
They just shouldn't. They got invited because of last year.
Yeah.
Their performance this year is not up to par.
Yeah. This is
10
like not.
seconds remaining.
This is sad. Like when you
Radiant
think of
team
IG, first TI I ever went to was TI2, and IG just like IG inspired me. I was like, screw Navi. IG is the team. Like these guys are the real like Chuan in them. These guys are the gods. You know they are amazing. When that TI people don't
Invictus
realize,
Gaming
everyone knew they were gonna win that TI. Like going into it, they were
Yeah.
such a strong team, and this
They were very
org
favored.
is, yeah, like this is not what you expect out of this org. I like legendary orgs. I vibe with them. That's why I like seeing Navi in this like constant state for the
You're like
last
a
like,
Lakers fan or something?
yeah. It's like no, I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, but
Mm.
it's like seeing
5
Navi in a
seconds
constant state of
remaining.
like meh
Radiant team
for
pick.
3 years is like it's sad. But IG, yeah, they take Gyro, which I think is like 0-8 in this tournament.
Yeah, real bad. And they do end up getting Omni Knight against it. Now SF, which can lay some pretty
10
good single target
seconds
damage
remaining.
into the gyrocopter. But IG have a
5
Lion.
seconds remaining.
That hero got buffed a little bit. Keeps on getting buffed. Ice Frog buffed the mana drain like 4 different times.
He really wants that spell to be useful.
Yeah. He refuses to change it to a different, better spell.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna
Maybe
keep
this is a
buffing it.
good Lion patch. I don't know, man.
Well, his spike is cheaper now. That
Yeah.
was the latest change.
Well, the downside of this hero is that it wasn't the best to zone offlaners with, and he's very, what is the word? Experience dependent.
yeah.
Like you need a lot of XP to make this hero work. But nowadays everyone's doing 2-on-2 and all those shenanigans anyways.
So the supports always get levels as a
Yeah.
result.
Oh, that's a sick Lycan pick. It's great against Gyrocopter and Razor. Artur told me that Gyro feels unplayable against Lycan.
Okay. So you
10
want to
seconds
explain
remaining.
both sides of that argument? Because there was gyros
5
being picked
seconds
into
remaining.
Lycans as well.
Yeah. So I was asked that too. I was like, well, theoretically, if you think about it, like as a Gyrocopter, shouldn't you be good? Because you can
Radiant
clear out his
team
illusions.
back.
He's like, no, you just die. Because
Yeah,
Lycan is, because Gyro is supposed to be very fast, but Lycan, he's running at like 550. He doesn't really care. His illusions get on top of, or not his illusions. All his summons get on top of
Necronomicons
you.
and stuff.
They
yeah.
kill you in like 3 seconds. You can't survive against it.
Radiant team pick.
But I've heard some pro players identify that any of these heroes that can deal with the Necronomicon are like still pretty good versus
Yeah.
Lycan, especially if you're a hero with BKB, that you could just go pop BKB, boom, 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 kill the Necronomicon minion.
Yeah, that's where like it's interesting because
10 seconds
these different pros, like
remaining.
you talk to one pro versus another pro,
Mhm.
they all have like different.
5 seconds
opinions.
remaining.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think that one, I think the majority of the pros believe that Lycan counters
Yeah.
Gyro.
I mean,
That
for
is
me,
very
it,
hard.
like it just makes more sense. Like you're a tanky hero that does good physical damage.
Yeah.
You outrun the Gyrocopter, who's usually very reliant on the fact that he is usually faster than
mobility
everybody else.
aspect, yeah.
Ever since they gave him the talents, then Gyrocopter came back in a big way.
Yeah.
It was the fact that he could just outrun everybody.
So
10
I'm gonna
seconds
just
remaining.
answer all the questions that people have in chat.
5
And
seconds remaining.
somebody said, why is Pango not being picked? And I'd imagine it's because people don't really know how it's supposed to work yet.
Yeah. Even
I-
if you know what it's like in pubs, right? Even if you
Yeah.
played it, you grinded a whole bunch of pub games, that doesn't mean you could play it on a team.
Yeah, so I was, we were hanging out with Zai last night when the patch hit,
Mhm.
and he was like, he was very surprised that,
Yeah.
and he's a Pango player, and he told me that he isn't sure if Pango is the same in pubs as it is in pro games, because in pro games, you don't get XP as an offlaner easily, and Pango is not a great laner.
Yeah.
Whereas in pubs, everyone just messes up and fails, and they'll push the lane into you, and you'll get like a free level 3 or level 4.
And you're not, I don't feel like you're a great dual laner.
Yeah.
I don't think your abilities really lend you to enable or be enabled by a support.
Because you can't pressure the
Yeah.
safe laner very easily. Like, this hero needs levels more than anything. Like, he needs a decent amount of levels. And he needs a good amount of
His basic stats are like very poor.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can get into a right-click battle with the enemy carry or anything like that.
Yeah.
SRF, last pick Underlord for IG. Is this a good Underlord game?
It's the one hero that beats Omni in a one-on-one.
Okay.
That's what I was told. Apparently, whatchamacallit beats it too now. Void or whatever. I can't even believe that Void yesterday beat.
Yeah, that was crazy. No. Wasn't it was Omni versus Sand King was the matchup? Was there a different matchup? That I'm
Omni
not thinking of?
destroyed Sand King, but then we
Yeah.
saw a Pit Lord versus Void.
Oh, that's right. Pit Lord beat Void beat Underlord. I remember.
I can't even believe
that-
Chevelle beat that matchup against
That makes no sense.
Yang. That was insane.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and it just doesn't seem to me like a great Underlord game. Like
They're gonna try to. I feel like if you pick Underlord, you're gonna aggro, and you let this
Prepare for
Omni one-on-one.
Okay.
I can't.
I mean, they already have a great answer to the Omni in lane though with this Razor.
Yeah.
So it would be. I feel like it would be a bit of a shame not to have that matchup.
Is he supposed to be a good laner against Lycan?
I mean, I think he does well against Lycan simply because Lycan can't really put pressure on you at all.
IG has
So
to
you will get great farm. You'll take advantage of that lane.
I feel like IG have to stomp the lanes in this game. Like, pretty hard too,
Yeah.
if they're gonna win it.
Well, especially if they bring Elder Titan to the bottom lane, they definitely can win that one. Not gonna keep the Lycan from farming entirely, but they can win that lane. And then mid matchup
30 seconds to battle.
is the Gyrocopter versus the SF,
Yeah.
which I don't think you win with the Gyro.
It's okay.
Maybe you do okay, but
It's alright.
you're not gonna win it. And then top lane can absolutely be a win, right? Razor versus Omni. Good lane.
They're aggroing Rezo, but they're gonna show it now.
XXS. Gonna spring the trap here with a homing missile. They're gonna get the spirit damage in just to start punching Resolution some more, trying to body block him as much as possible. And that will be your first blood. Really great setup from IG.
Really? That was a really cool move by them.
At the same time, apparently, we had a bit of action in top lane where IG managed to get 3 of the runes.
They got 3 of the
bounty
roots and they
runes.
got the kill. Nice. Good start for IG.
So they almost got 4.
The battle of the 0-3s.
Tusk is going to help out the Omni lane. He's going to do a little bit of shard blocking so that Afterlife doesn't have to deal with a very long run against the static link. Always helps.
Yeah. Did you see what Moon said, by the way, about this matchup?
No.
He says that he thinks that Razor actually gets countered by Omni. Like, even though the laning phase sucks,
Oh, yeah.
conceptually the hero counters. Because obviously his ulti destroys you,
Yeah.
and the degen aura wrecks you too, because Razor's attack speed to begin with isn't very good until you get the talent.
And also, Omni Knight is like, he's kind of one of the heroes that always wins out in really long
Yeah.
duration team fights, and that's what Razor excels at, right? So it would make sense that Omni Knight would feel like a counter in that regard, too. But laning phase is still going to be a mess. And that's what IG are hoping to be able to capitalize off of.
They're trying to win all 3 lanes right now.
Can't believe Maiden's being allowed to pull right now. Look at this. Resolution's just beating back 2 different heroes. And Maiden is going to be able to get not just a pull, but a pull through to the hard camp. So Q trying to put pressure on Resolution doesn't really do that much because Lycan has plenty of regen and will continue to have a lot. And as a result, the line manages to get a decent pull-off. Really important. Or, excuse me, Disruptor. Really important because it's a pretty experience-heavy support
It is.
as well.
All their supports are experience heavy. I like this Lycan build, by the way.
Oof.
Wait for the magic one. Like the base HP regen that it gives you, the 1.5 is quite nice. Oh. Afo actually got the rune. pressing up. Boba should be fine though.
Unless King R. Oh, Boba hides himself in the trees. Good spot there to be able to TP out.
Oh,
and that is,
don't do that.
That is the second raise that he missed. He just missed one earlier on the gyrocopter when he was being challenged.
That was, that's a really annoying raise to throw out.
Yeah.
Because now you're just out of mana and you can't pressure the lane. Like, that raise has repercussions, you know? I think even if he hits it, he doesn't kill that lion, right?
No. He has no raise stacks, so...
Yeah, it only
just
does...
a straight 150 is not going to be enough.
Yeah, I think that lion had like 180 or something. And we're not even taking into account reduction. At bottom.
But this is the thing, right? Is like Underlord, whatever they're doing in this lane, Underlord will definitely be able to get farm. He's got Atrophy Aura, Lycan, and Disruptor, primarily right-clickers, so...
Yeah, you should almost always... By the way, try to dual aggro Disruptor. This hero is a very single target based hero that has no like good catchability in one-on-one, 2-on-2 situations, I mean. Like this guy is very good single target.
Oh, Maiden gets a little bit too close. Boba. Okay, they have to stomp at the Lycan instead, but not feeling like they can go for the kill on the Lycan. They would absolutely be correct.
7 HP regen. Yeah,
trying to gank for an Underlord is always kind of awkward. If you have the higher levels of Firestorm, then it's okay. XXS is going to be run down underneath the trees, pops a Fairy Fire, and turns now with the Lion managed to getting the stun on the SF, and the homing missile coming in as well. King R needs to be able to save him with the snowball, but won't be able to get there in time. Maiden comes in, trying to put some extra pressure on XXS, see if they can actually get that kill. Boba is continuing to run at King R, but the Stomp coming in, they're going to bring the Tusk low. King R does have a Fairy Fire, turns around, kills the Lion first before he can be brought down. So in the end, IG do lose their support, but keep the gyrocopter alive.
Yeah, very nice save from IG. F1 has to hit the triple raise if they're going to get a kill. And unfortunately he does not. But when it comes to CS, like, he's still doing okay. And I'd imagine, like, that's fine. I don't think the SF cares too much about that death. Like, if you look at the net worth difference between him and the gyrocopter, it's pretty negligible. I think this is a good SF game, too.
What makes it a good SF game?
If you can just pop BKB and go off.
Oh, Stomp. I didn't really think there was going to be too much that came of this fight, but Maiden is going to take a lot of damage from this Elder Titan. Finding resolution as well, trying to get the Firestorm in for extra damage, and Maiden is going to get popped. They even had the Lion coming in from behind. Effect just not reading the strength of this lane well enough. They could just as easily play a little passive when IG showed their heroes.
Yeah, that was a little bit way too aggressive.
I mean, these are not fast deaths, you know?
Yeah.
These are, oh, there's a hero showing up. Are we going to fight it? Yeah, let's fight it. Let's get into a brawl, see what happens. And 5 seconds later, they end up dead.
Boba is running around the map trying to get some stuff done. He's level 3 and has boost, so he's fine. I played a pub with this guy once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Europe when they were in Europe for whatever reason. I think it was for Epicenter. Oh.
Firestorm, that's going to do a lot of damage to this Tusk. King R does have Snowball, tries to get out of the way of Q. Also goes for the Ice Shard block. That doesn't work, so.
Omega dead.
He is dead. Q picks up that one.
They're going to run mid next.
Yeah, immediately
You
see
gotta
if they
know
can
about this,
gank the
Afo.
SF. Afo is going to be caught by it. The Stomp goes down. Now the homing missile is going to come in. Rocket Barrage activated. Hits the stun. Boba. This is just getting real nasty. Effector just not responding correctly. Fortunately, King R will be able to at least kill that one support in return. But again, they just keep on trading core for support every single time. In fact, their lineup is not going to walk away from this laning phase looking good.
I think that Effect's 5-man is still a bit better. So, and this is kind of what we expected, right? We said that IG were going to try to do this, like, win every lane strat. So we're in that pub, okay? Boba's playing Ricky.
Okay.
I'm playing Puck.
Ah, the Boba Ricky. Okay.
The Boba Ricky.
You can't lose.
I wanted to play mid.
Okay.
At the time, I was like, that was when I was I love Dota, and I was like 7.4K or something stupid, okay? And I was like, and I knew it was no one mid on the other side.
Okay.
And this 6.1K player said, man, give me mid, I'll show you what I'm about. And Austin, can you believe it? He ended up dominating no one mid.
I don't believe it. I
You
don't believe it
oh,
for a
it's
moment.
not true at all, because no one had a 7-minute Shadow Blade on SF. And he had 6 levels on my guy mid.
Well, I'm sure that 6K player walked away from it, learned a very humbling lesson, and never took mid from anybody higher than him ever again.
It was actually so funny. I was... Ah, man. He just kept telling me MMR is just a number. It was like he sounded like Greek or something. I don't know. He was very convinced that this was going to be his star moment, you know. And Boba kept just giving him the question mark every time he died solo. So I know he's a memer at least.
Yeah.
The Chinese are they're next level about their memes. Jack was telling us that so you guys in Twitch chat, you know, you guys are a bunch of goons. But he says like the Chinese equivalent, they're called the Navy. You call the Navy on somebody. Rezo's gonna pop his ult and try to kill mid right now.
Maiden sends back SRF, trying to run out of the Firestorm. Stompa's going to slow him down, but he does manage to get into the trees. Now it's all a game of juking and jiving.
Watch
Maiden trying to get through. Meanwhile, Lycan going for the kill on XXS. They do manage to kill the Disruptor pretty easily, but the Gyrocopter may have a fighting chance. No, he doesn't. Lycan just proves to be too powerful against him. King R is going to be left to die, though, trying to get through the trees.
Tokyo
Play the
Drift!
inevitable.
Tokyo Drift!
There's no drifting to be had.
Hey, he almost did it. That's a nice rotation.
Did what? He had no snowball, no ice shards, and no TP.
So what they did is they went this way, like they went all the way around, and you saw Rezo there. He was gonna kill that guy, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of that matchup, like the Gyro versus Lycan. Gyro doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Gyro has to be the guy going on you. That's the other issue with that matchup. And remember how I said that the SF deaths are like relatively irrelevant? Well, look at the net worth between the SF and the Gyro.
Yeah.
It's like you're 0-2 and you're a 1-on-1 Gyro, but you are behind by 800 net worth. That's very significant at this phase of the game.
Sent back on the Gyrocopter. He did get the homing missile out. King R and Afterlife are going to challenge Q. Another stomp goes out. Now the SF is going to join the party, hoping to be able to get the extra damage. Go for the block in. XXS is not hit by that.
You need to hit those, King R.
That means that was just gigantic amount of rotations coming out from Effect, all for nothing. And Aggressive is living the high life here in the top lane. Total free farm.
Yeah. What's weird is that Aggressive was known as the carry that was always making the first move.
Yeah.
But this time around, he's just kind of chilling in his lane. And the reason he's doing is, if I have to theorize, is because SRF is probably telling him, like, bottom's great. He's like, don't change anything. My game is free.
Yeah.
And Aggressive's probably saying, sure, no problem. Maybe not in those exact terms, but like oftentimes if you move too fast as a carry, there is such a thing as like a bad safe lane rotation. Like that's why oftentimes like Liquid, they won't always make that rotation down to the enemy safe lane. Because if both the cores, like Mind Control's having a good game, he'll wave them off. That's like an audible play that you make as an offlaner.
Yeah.
You say like, if your game is absolutely miserable, then of course, like if SRF at this point has 2,000 net worth, he's gonna say we need to switch, like switch or help out, which is what Effect is doing because their Omni is kind of in that position where he's having like a less than ideal game.
Yeah.
And that's why Rezo is also moving to mid because he can handle the Gyrocopter. Like there's no amount of harass that the Gyro does that bothers him. So they want to try to kill Aggressive right now. They'll try to pinch the lane. And Aggressive should know about this move. He's famous for this move.
And he's going to TP out before... Oh! They just got vision of him.
And at bottom, they try to snake around too. Like that's a good read by Aggressive.
Both teams kind of making the same play there. He had a ward on the high ground as well, which I'm not sure how much it spotted rotation-wise.
He knew about that move. He invented that move.
Do you feel like Aggressive is still... I mean, because everybody lauded him at, what was that, TI5? TI6?
Yeah.
I can't remember. TI5. CG1. everybody lauded him as like, oh, this guy's amazing. This guy's going to be one of the best carries coming out of China. And then he really hasn't done a whole lot, obviously, with this IG crew.
Limited playstyle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he's trying to make it work, so all the respect in the world to him. ROTK, I think Jack said, like, said that aggressive was the best carry out of any TI that was played.
RTK said that.
Yeah, out of like up to that point, that aggressive was the best carry that anyone's seen.
That's quite the compliment.
Yeah.
And to have fallen so low.
It's like weird, because now you can say stuff like, man, that guy now plays for IG. And it's not a compliment anymore.
We're going to have a kill here on Afterlife, it looks like. Not even a chance to be able to heal himself. Finger of Death brings him down. Why do you think the players, right, like, because Weehaw was a fantastic mid laner once upon a time. We'll jump in. King R is actually going to go for the snowball play onto the Gyrocopter. He wants to challenge him, and they do manage to catch him with a Disruptor, so they should be able to get the kill. SF letting loose that ultimate is just the extra bit of damage they needed. Now they can go for the tier 1 tower.
Nice pickup. I feel as though, even though IG's up by like 4K, they're going to lose this game.
Yeah, just because the fact that you favor effects lineup.
Yeah, it's a nice move by SRF, by the way, to protect the mid tower. So if you guys want to just win like a bunch of MMR, just defend your mid tower, mid tier 1 at all costs. You won't know why, but it is the most game-winning move that you can make, which is why IG is going for a 6 smoke. This is a really nice smoke. They're going to try to wrap downwards into Rezo and then maybe connect back up for the tier 1, or just straight up go for the tier 1 mid. Like, I'm okay with either play. But Rezo will not see this move coming. Or
they're going to be able to get the disables on him before he can pop the transformation.
You should run mid right now if you're IG. Ignore the bottom tier 2 tower.
Just take the numbers advantage. You know, it's 4 versus 5. Just bully them in mid.
Just immediately run mid is the play that I would, as a coach, I would advocate for.
Well, aggressive is...
That is exactly
he's definitely doing that. The rest of his team just kind of needs to join him.
Okay, I kind of changed my mind. They lost their mid tier 1 too early.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So now you think Effect can lose?
Yeah.
See, that's how important Blitz thinks that mid tier 1 tower is.
Yes,
He went from, in a space of a minute, to going from, I think this team is going to lose, to I think this team is going to win, solely off of the death of the tower.
That's such
the win probability doesn't lie.
That's such a cool move. Like, do you see what they did?
Yeah.
Because Rezo doesn't think they're going to do that. He thinks they're going to smoke mid because of that. Like, that's where the mind game of Dota comes into. Losing the mid tower like that, when you have 4 heroes around, Effect was ready for that play. That's why their supports were positioned like on the high ground here, because they thought they were going to smoke from behind, and then they were just going to get collapsed on.
Yeah.
But that was just such a sick move. We should appreciate like subtlety like that. Man, IG's not as rough as I think they were. That game against Mineski though gave me like bad vibes, because they just didn't make any moves like that.
Yeah.
They just watched an AM farm for like 40 minutes.
That was really bad.
Yeah. Did Effect go first smoke?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they should take the mid tower here. They need to.
See if they can get Resolution in a place to pop his ultimate. Maybe XXS, that would be a decent kill. They're going to be able to run into him. Kinetic Field, Static Storm. Locking him down. Resolution. Not popping the Shapeshift here. Actually feeling like his supports just got it on lock, and they do. Now he's going to pop it as the Razor comes in. Static Link going to start taking some of his damage, so Resolution has to run out of that one. Now going for the turn, seeing if with the glimpse back they can catch him. The Stomp onto, ooh, nice heal coming out from the Omni Knight as well as the Guardian Angel. Snapback is going to be enough to finish off the Tusk, but Aggressive is definitely going down before this
Get him out of there, SRF.
SRF trying to get back to safety. Oh, Jesus. Woo. That was a close call. Boba, meanwhile, he did kill the Disruptor.
But
he has no
so
TP.
dead.
He's got a whole entire search and rescue crew searching for him.
Yeah.
You know, there's a kid lost in the forest.
Yeah, they put the alert on
they
that.
put like 20 guys all in a line just going through the jungle.
Oh, they got the mid tower too. Creeps see that? Oh, nice. They got that. That was a great fight for. That was good for Effect. Man, that kid got straight up lost in the woods.
All right, so now the middle towers have evened out. Blitz, where's the win probability line
I
go?
did not think that IG was gonna die like that. Although I don't think XSS's farming pattern was necessarily bad. That was good.
It felt like an unlikely place to get ganked.
Yeah. Is IG just gonna Roche with Firestorm? Is that what they're doing?
Oh, they're going for some nice aggressive warding.
Okay.
Maybe the long wrap around in mid.
I think
Maybe
you're just
go
walking a
ahead.
Roche.
No, you're right, you're Roche.
I don't like. See, I don't like that smoke into going for a kill because I don't know if that kill nets you anything.
Yeah.
You kill Afterlife, and then what's your play? You're not gonna push that tier 2 tower.
And you don't think you can challenge Roshan?
Yeah.
Just because.
There's a decent chance.
Oh my god, he went for it? King R, that is the most manliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't
Respect.
care if you die. I'll give you
Respect.
props for that.
Respect.
You know, you got one shot. You see that opportunity, you go for it.
Legend. What?
that man doesn't understand death.
Yeah.
Blitz.
He is in it to win it.
When the sigil went over and he saw Roshan almost dead, he's like, this is a chance to get an Aegis.
YOLO. What's the value of a life? You know what I'm saying? What was that? I love when players go for clowny stuff like that. Like, all the respect in the world to you. Yeah. But kills in the mid game, guys, that don't net you anything, when the lanes are not shoved in, feel very bad. They feel entirely pointless almost. Like I was talking to Envy about that once. I was trying to get a pro to extrapolate like what I was saying. And so the closest I got him to admit was, I said, Envy, sometimes when all my lanes are pushed in, but I get a kill, it doesn't mean, or sometimes Envy, when we get a kill like in my pub games, it doesn't mean anything. Why is that? He's like, because the lanes are shoved in. And so if you get a kill, it feels as though it doesn't lead to vision, it doesn't lead to a tower, no objectives are taken. It's pointless, is what he said. And of course that's...
Did you feel good about his response?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you feel validated?
I mean, I didn't need... It's more just like, you're never going to get a pro to talk about that stuff unless you trick them.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah, so...
Real hard to weasel good Dota information
Afo?
out of him. All right, he's just going in. The rest of IG are going to be able to surround him pretty quickly, but Afo does have a BKB, so he's going to pop his ultimate here. The Underlord's going to be dropped pretty low, and they are going to be able to take him out. Now the Gyrocopter has to escape, but he's blocked in by the Ice Shards. They're going to surround him in the trees again.
Oh, you
and
need to get out, IG.
There's no way they can really defend him. Guardian Angel just to make sure. XXS, whoa, XXS just juked his way out of that one. The Lycan's got to get out of there, but he's hit by the Stomp, and now Aggressive's right on top of him. Resolution has no shapeshift, and he can't TP out fast enough. All of a sudden, that went terribly.
What in the world? If you get the Aegis there, I think that's a good fight. Now you give the opportunity for them to still use this Aegis in a productive manner. Whoa, what a weird... Rezo went way too deep for that. Well, I don't even know if going for the dive was the issue, but he got juked. And then he was stuck. And he's got no boots. What a curious build by this man.
All in shapeshift, baby.
All in shapeshift. Let's go. It's like those Visage players that don't grab boots, you know? Have you seen those? They just go drums. They go Helm of Dom drums.
Really?
Yeah, and then they just start grave chilling creeps to get around the map. It's wild.
Huh. What is this trend of... I mean, I can understand it with the Wisps. I can understand it with the Weavers. Seems like everyone's getting just greedier and greedier about the no boots thing, though.
I mean, that's Dota. It's like, if you can get away without getting boots, it's like health insurance, you know? Like, if you can get away without paying for health insurance, you're saving, like, a little bit of money for...
And it's funny because it just might cost you your life, which oftentimes does, it seems. Oh, what a nice two-man stun. Ice Shard's going to block in Bobico, though. Afo has the repel on him, so he can easily get the support kill and still go for the Gyrocopter as well. Gyrocopter's just trying to kill a Disruptor, but Disruptor's already blown his load. It's not that important of a kill, but as long as he can get out, what a good snap back there from Q. He's going to go for the back line. Hits the Tusk, is going to be able to take him out. Afo doesn't really do anything with his ultimate because the BKB pop by Aggressive will dodge all of that magic damage. Afterlife has a repel. Actually actually thinking better of his TP. Maybe
Rezo?
thinking about trying to help out Resolution, but Rezo, your shapeshift was going to end so quickly. Gyrocopter almost killed himself on that Necronomicon, but he will survive.
Okay, Rezo went in there way late.
Rezo's on some real tilt shit right now.
Yeah, he got the RSVP to that party. Oh man, Rezo. He is definitely on some tilt shit. That was crazy. Even if you kill the gyro, the gyro Aegis at bottom means a lot. This Aegis is irrelevant.
Yeah, this is an Aegis that's about to run out.
Yeah, they don't care if they lose this one. That was crazy by Rezo.
All right, well.
Script, that was crazy by Rezo, right? You were watching that? That was...
I mean, he's our observer. I think he has to watch it.
He went in so late there. I don't know, it feels like... This is like still a winnable game for them too. Not if they take fights like that though.
Bobica just keeps on finding all these haste runes, huh?
Yeah. So the positive right now for Effect, what they are doing is they're shoving in the lanes. If you notice, that's exactly why IG cannot grab more out of these engagements. Because if you're always taking engagements on your side of the creep wave and it's always into your towers, it means that you're not getting objectives, and that's like okay for Effect. It'll extend the game. You're not...
It extends the game, yes, but we are getting a bigger and bigger lead for IGs. At some point, don't they just get strong enough that they can push out they can be a little bit more spread out with their heroes because they're so farmed?
It'll probably come down to like the next road. I still believe in Effect's ability to win a team fight with their heroes.
Resolution does have a double damage rune. That would be a nice way to be able to win a team fight. SRF is not going to have the opportunity to get the Dark Rift off. Again, Static Stormed. Ice Shard's kind of blocking them in here, so they couldn't pursue immediately. Resolution's still going to try and go for it, though. The Shapeshift is going to run out soon, Resolution.
Yo, you don't got boots, Roman. Get out of there.
Oh, now Aggressive's going to try and catch him. He's got a BKB. TP out from Resolution. That'll be one. Guardian Angel popped. Actually, Hex is going to be able to stop that. Oh, Snowball inside, but Aggressive is still half the BKB. Eventually, this SF is going to run out, though. Now the Gyrocopter is going to lay all of his magic damage down. They'll take down the SF. And that is all the damage dealers. So now it's just a question of what else they can clean up. Effects, Afterlife.
Omni-Knight.
He does have a Repel TP, so he's good.
I like Afterlife's build a lot, by the way, in this game.
Oh man, why didn't he get it? Was it just on cooldown? Why didn't the Razor zap him? I mean, why didn't the passive zap him?
He was repelled.
I thought I removed it. Oh no, it's just Guardian Angel?
It's repelled, dog.
Yeah.
You can't dispel that. What are you talking about, Austin?
I don't know.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
God. Damn. Good thing you didn't do that on the mainstream. Would have been lambasted, my good friend.
What? Lambastic?
Lambasted.
I'm not sure if that accurately describes this situation. Tally ho!
Lambasted. To assault violently. Be quick.
No,
to attack verbally.
lambase. But... So how does that describe me messing up a mechanic in the game?
You're being reprimanded.
Ah.
I'm giving you terms that work.
Dead disruptors.
I know that only real Dota gentlesters are on this channel, so they know what these terms mean.
Gentlesters.
Real intelligent guys out there.
All the aspiring Dota 2 pros are
Yes,
watching this stream because they're hardcore like that and want to learn from great teams like Effect and IG.
Dude, IG's not that bad.
I said that with absolute sincerity. You're the one who screwed up for thinking that I was lying.
I mean, for a while you were, but...
Afo? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Instant Hex, but Afterlife, can he save him somehow with his Repel maybe? Aggressive trying to run him down, but the 4-staff managed to get away.
Oh, King R.
So it's just going to be King R.
King R's trying to get a participation trophy.
Well, you know, it's the thought that counts. He was like, maybe he'll need me to snowball.
Okay, so now that the lanes are shoved in, if you watch bottom, if you look at bottom and what SRF is doing up at top, this is why this kill happens. but I don't know if they get more than that.
Yeah,
They want Roshan.
Radiant's middle tower
Do
is
they know
under
about
attack.
this?
Rezo.
He will TP away just in time.
Good timing, good timing.
So they didn't go for any sort of objective play because Roshan was almost up, right?
Yeah.
They didn't want to get aggressive, lose a fight, then it turns out Roshan is up.
What do you, if you're Lycan in this game, is there like any item that you grab anymore that can potentially win you this game?
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out if Lycan can play Dota. It's okay. So
Don't you just get more damage? Don't you just get like? I mean, he's going MKB, but like AC and that sort of thing.
Yeah, but if you
BKB.
if you get that MKB, do you feel like that makes him that much stronger? Is my question. So there's some terms, guys, that like a lot of the pros will say and stuff. They'll say like, never mind. I don't know where I went with that. I'm sick right now. So, anyways, I don't know if Rezo.
It's so I know you're it's like it's not one of those game-changing items or anything like that, right? But it is a significant increase in damage, and that's going to threaten the gyrocopter pretty badly.
That is true. But I don't know if he does anything to this Razor. The gyro's not the problem in this game for them.
Sure, the Razor's going to have a Shiva soon.
Yeah, it's the Rizrak.
He's going to be a big boy.
Remember Dota 1, his joke name? Was Gillette?
Yes.
Man, Ice Frog is such a meme. I love that guy.
Was that Ice Frog, though? I feel like that was left over from older Dota patches.
Was it?
Yeah, all that Clint Eastwood. And
Oh, Clinks Eastwood?
Clinks Eastwood, yeah.
You think if
Merlini, Zeus.
Yeah.
Merlini.
Shout out to Ben Wu. I hope you're listening, Ben.
He's not.
It's like
Blink in while response Bobica. Glimpse back.
it's like 5 a.m. right now in Seattle.
Oh, what a nice
Bobica.
double stun. Is he going to get out? No, oh no, he's not.
Dude, Afterlife, well played. Afterlife is keeping this like sinking ship together right now.
He's just kind of everywhere in this roaming Omni Knight situation.
Yeah.
And with just a Lion kill, they are going to go into the Roshan pit. They're feeling it right now.
Oh.
XXS, he's like, okay,
Maybe.
Disruptor's just going to run right into us. We'll try and get that kill real quickly. Fortune Repel will help him dodge the homing missile. And inside the Roshan pit, they're going to throw down the Gyrocopter ultimate. Call down is out. Apo pops a BKB to pick up the Aegis, and they're just trying to get back to their shrine right now. Ice Shard blocking out that whole entire path. No, it actually doesn't block it out entirely. Snowball in. Blink away. Oh, King R. That was a beautiful escape. He just drew them entirely away from the rest of his team and still escaped. Ooh, well played.
Godlike. By the way, guys, I get excited for whatever team is doing the exciting stuff.
And that is Effect right now?
Yeah, right now it's Effect, but in a second it's going to be IG. So
because IG is, I mean, they're actively pushing into Effect while they just picked up the Aegis.
They know that that Shapeshift is down,
and BKB.
Their creep wave is never going to be in a better position. In the past, one of the waves is always shoved in because of the wolves. Like, that is the one thing that Rez is doing really well in this game. If you notice, the wolves are at bottom shoving in the wave. There was this concept that we had at Shanghai times on the Liquid squad where Kuro had this like really basic idea one day. He was just like ruminating. He's like, summons. And he's just a summon. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Kuro? And he just kept repeating it, you know, like
summons.
Yeah, like rolling the word around in his mouth.
They're like, what? Oracle, please tell us what it means. Summons.
Summons. I was like, this guy's high, like, because I hadn't worked with him for very long at that point. I was like, this guy's crazy. He's just repeating. And then, of course, what it meant is summons take towers and they shove in lanes for free. So what he wanted to do is always have a hero that could do that, like a very low-cost way to shove in waves, so that you never had to show on the map.
No risk.
Exactly. So at that time, we were picking. I say we because I was the coach of that team, but it was Beastmaster, Invoker with his Forge Spirit, Nature's Prophet, Darkseer with his Ion Shell. When Darkseer was good, Ion Shell was kind of a summon. We referred to it as a summon, anyways.
Maiden. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You are going to be caught, though. Afo's going to turn and fight with the repel, but again, the BKBs activated by IG just allow them to kind of ignore this SF the entire time, but XXS is still threatened by this physical damage. Fortunately, he'll take down the SF first. Resolution is trying to catch up with the gyrocopter, but he's going to be tornadoed in the air. Now Afo's going to come back with the BKB as well as the Guardian Angel. He goes for Aggressive, who actually is in real big trouble right now. Has to slow everyone down with the Shivas. Another couple of shots, not quite enough. Oh no. It was so close. Afo worked so hard. He worked 2 lives into that. They're going to go for the Dark Rift. Oh, whoa, what? He canceled it. All right, they're going to go and fight this one. Q tries to go for the stomp. That's going to be dodged out with the snowball onto the gyrocopter. King R just finishes him off.
King R got
Now he can actually turn and maybe kill Q as well. He doesn't have a whole lot to work with right now. Afo's going to help him out. Ice Shards blocking in. Easy kill. And now SRF is regretting not Dark Rifting, but Aggressive with the retaliation goes for Resolution, taking all his damage. Pops the cheese though. Resolution stays alive a little bit longer, but Aggressive wants to deal with the other damage dealer. That's going to be Afo with his BKB and all that damage. He will have
go
that
for King
kill
R.
too.
Go for King R.
King R. What's the kill? No, he got zapped. Oh. He was winding up for the punch too. He wanted it. Look at that. King R got 1,100 gold for that fight. Oh, and Resolution has another shapeshift, so apparently this fight's just going to keep on going. And SRF is going to try and TP out top of the glimpse.
He's tanky.
He's tanky.
In 1 second, he has Greaves. Okay. Is he going to die here even?
Shapeshift may just run out. Yeah, Aggressive is now here. Oh, okay, no, Resolution, you just...
Oh, is he? No.
They're still going for it. They are fully committed to getting this kill on SRF, and it is just not going to happen. SRF, he's taunting him now. Yule Scepter goes off, throwing him up in the air. Aggressive is actually getting blocked in by all these creeps. Finally, Phase boots through him. Does manage to finish off Resolution finally.
Dang, dude. It's 2015. Aggressive is just getting in there.
That 20 HP regen definitely did its work there.
Aggressive
is a great conductor.
Well, IG now 19k gold lead. I'm not sure effect. They could just keep on running into these team fights, but it doesn't really seem to make much of a difference anymore.
Yeah,
they're just too far behind.
It feels like they're so close, you know, but not really quite there. Bo1 was amazing in that last fight, by the way. He just targeted Afterlife. Finger of Death.
Bo1 tried to go for the kill on Afo, but already had the repel on him. So instead, runs away, hides behind his team while they continue to push.
The Aggressive is so farmed right now.
Banging on this melee Rax.
XSS is going to flag cannon just to shove everyone away. Like that play a lot.
Glimpse back. XXS. Not going to pop anything there. We'll take the range Rax. In fact, still not feeling comfortable with taking the fight, even after the Lycan came back up.
Yeah, this is the China special, by the way. Take a Rax. Could probably go bottom, but not even risking it.
We probably picked up a good amount of gold. Want to make sure they have that, whatever, fresh items before the next push. Like Yule's Scepter, Elder Titan. AC is going to be picked up by the Underlord, actually.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Razor's actually going for...
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
You think this build is... like, it's a hard time to judge how much damage this double Eye of the Storm does, with the especially with the talent.
Yeah.
But all these guys keep on going for it, and it seems very powerful.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at it.
Zap, 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 zap. Speaking of zap, Finger of Death, not quite enough. The Guardian Angel goes out from Afterlife, and Afo keeps pushing forward. Fearless.
Oh, Rezo.
But he probably should fear something, as should Resolution. That's going to be another shapeshift that is just worthless. And IG are just going to get more aggressive. Now that the shapeshift is down, a BKB popped by Afo as well. They're rapidly running out of any of the good things that Effect have for when it comes to team fights. Now the jump forward by Bo1 catches with the homing missile, brings down the disruptor. King R, they have to snowball his way out of this one. Puts it onto a creep, so it's not going to run into the enemy team. Good setup there. King R actually thinking maybe he can get some sort of Ice Shard block, but instead it's IG reinitiating and killing the Disruptor a second time. That's a dieback. Affo, he's going to die underneath the tier 4s as well. And as he dies, he calls it for his team and immediately exits the game.
Man, everyone's just taking turns on effect, calling GG. That was brutal.
That was resolution in that really bad stop.
That was the get me out game.
Against, what was it, Secret or something?
Yes. Secret put the hurt on them.
That was something nasty.
Yo, do you have Dota Buff Plus, Scriff? What was the win probability on that last game? Was it just like... Yeah. Does it show? Alright, he's giving me the I don't know.
Scriff,
pull that up for us.
So you had to buy Dota Plus, right?
100.
100. That was the funkiest.
Oh, he put it up for us.
100%.
He put it
Well
up for
played.
us.
I see. So, Scriff, you had to buy Dota Plus, right? So basically, this is some sort of weird tax on observers. Just to be a good observer, you have to.
You gotta have that Dota
buy
buff.
this stuff, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is it. We have 3 more games to go in these best of ones. We're gonna have a good time. I promise. Stick around.
But I see the devil more than often.